what we did is we had an audition call in Holland and we asked for English-speaking people, normal people, and they walked into a room, the camera was rolling, I sat them down on a chair, a bit like this, and asked them, you know, if you would have to look back now, what would be your defining moment? And we basically chose 5 of these stories and interwove and sort of use them in the opera. So what we see is footage shot that day of real people talking about their real lives. And that gives the opera a certain documentary layer, which really helps with the realism of the opera, and also nicely, you know, it's a nice contrast between the sort of more abstract singing and the more abstract other stuff in the opera. There's always 2 things when you create an opera or create any work. There's the perception of an audience, or what you want an audience to get out of it, and what you read in it yourself. And for me, the truths that I have put in the opera are not necessarily the truth of you or anyone looking at it. I think the best thing you can do is steer people into a certain direction and open quite a lot of windows for them to look through. But the last few steps to the windows, everybody has to make themselves. I hope in Afterlife I will be able to push people in the right amount for them to take the last steps. One thing that becomes clear in the opera, listening to the documentary insert and also having done all the interviews I've done with the people, is that there's always some sort of regret afterwards that people didn't live more in the moment, you know, and there's always regrets looking back, especially about spending too much energy on futilities and about people or relationships that didn't work. So I think perhaps the lesson for us all is to live more in the moment and to make sure we create enough moments that we can choose from later.